Hello, I'm Alexandra and welcome back to my channel. This is a very exciting time in my life because the Booker Prize Longlist has just been announced. Well, it was announced this morning, so my plan today was to wake up very early, look at the Booker Prize Longlist, do a full reaction on YouTube, post it like the day after and everything. I checked the night before, it told me like it's gonna be published at 6 a.m. my time, so I woke up early, did my things, look online. No, the long list came out at 9 a.m. and well, I was at work from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. so I did look at the long list at work so I could put reservations on books. And honestly, the last couple of weeks I've been looking at possible books and all of that. There are some that I thought were gonna be on the Booker Prize long list, like Shadow Ticket by Thomas Pynchon, Vigil by George Saunders, This Is Where the Serpent Lives, and Land by Maggie O'Farrell. These were books that I thought were gonna be on the list, but they are not. But there are still some books I had put reservations on before. So let's go through them book by book. We'll just open the Booker Prize and read what each book is about. Also, I got a new phone. It's an iPhone 17, which I had a 13, so very nice update. Okay, first book that was nominated for this year Booker Prize is The Shadow of the Object by Chloe Arigis. So I do not have any copy of that book. It's not available at my library, so I have no physical book and no ebook, so I need to figure out a way to do that. I don't want to read all of that, that's too long. Anyways, a magnificent work of shadow play and a meditation on desire, metamorphosis and mortality. We'll see what this is about. I don't want to buy any books, so I just want to say that before, because books are expensive and I'm not gonna buy the books just to read them, just to talk about them here. We're not that kind of channel. I know I do own a lot of books, but I'm not buying books from book challenges. Next book is Sweet Z by Emma Klein. This will be published. That's interesting. Anyways, this will be published 10 September 2026. It says a mesmerizing portrait of an aging man's last pilgrimage from the blah blah blah. Okay. I have like I put my name on the reservation list for the physical book, so I'm very confused because like how is it only published 10 September with the 28th of July and my name is on the list? That's weird. Anyways, I guess it's a pre-order type of list on my library. I don't know. Then we have Helen of Nowhere by Makina Goodman. This was published 29 January of this year. Philosophically and formally adventurous, at once intimate and cosmic in scope, Helen of Nowhere asks, what must we give up in exchange of true happiness? This looks nice. I put my name on the reservation list for the physical copy. There's no ebook, so I will read the physical copy eventually. Then we have The End of Everything by M. John Harrison. It says, a slightly satirical and unsettling post-apocalyptic adventure into the limits of human understanding from the acknowledged master of science fiction. And it says it was published June 18 of this year, but in Canada, for whatever reason, it's only gonna be published in October, 13th of October. We'll see what I'm gonna do about that. It's not the only book. There's two books that are not out yet. We'll see. So science fiction for this. I'm not a fan of science fiction, so we'll see how that goes if I manage to read it eventually. Anyways. Then we have The Disappearers by Marlon James. It's gonna be published the 17th of September. A deeply human story of men who must make compromises to survive what the society they live in demands. My name is on the reservation list for the physical book. I don't know how. Again, maybe I should check. Let me check on my... Oh, I don't have my library card. Anyways, we'll see. Again, maybe it was published in Canada. I don't know. I have no clue. Then we have Black Bag by Luke Kennard, published 12th of March 2026. A warped campus novel, an investigation into the crisis of masculinity and an off-kilter love story. Black Bag is a firework of a novel, blazingly funny and profoundly human. I do not have any copy of this book either from my library, so it's another problem, but it is published in Canada, so I will find a copy eventually. Usually after the long list of the Booker Prize is announced, the library buys some books. Yeah, like I think it's the next book. Yeah, next book. The Renovation by Kenan Horan. It was published 26th of March. It says it is a heartbreaking portrait of one family caught in the tides of history, grappling with grief, exile, politics, and the painful absurdity of love. And this morning when I was looking at my library, it was not available, but when I was like prepping this video, it was available, so I put my name for the ebook version of this. Let's see how many weeks. So we said the Renovation, 16 weeks. We'll see. That's a long 16 weeks. Anyways, then May We Feed the Kings by Rebecca Perry. It was published 29th of January. Oh yeah, okay. And it says, laced with desire and longing, May We Feed the King is a playful, stirring meditation on history and storytelling, on what makes a king great and a life meaningful. This is not available in Canada at the moment. It's going to be published 20th of October. We'll see again. Maybe I could get my hands on this before. Then we have The Palm House by Gwendolyn Riley. It's April 2nd. A novel of enduring friendships and small mercies, The Palm House offers us Gwendolyn Riley's trademark keen observation and wit, and leaves us somehow with a curious sense of possibility. I put my name on the reservation for the physical book, but also the ebook. It says 26 weeks for the ebook. That's long. That's long. Then The Things We Never Say by Elizabeth Strout. With exquisite prose and profound insight, Elizabeth Strout captures the way grief reverberates through decades, the comfort found in deep friendships, and the freedom that comes when we break free of our secrets. This was published May 7, and ebook. I have put my name for the ebook. So let's just... This was in the... I put my name before the long list was announced, and it's still 26 weeks out. 26. Anyways. I'm 52. Anyways, 52 in line. There's only 4 copies. Will I get my hands on this? I have no clue. Then we have John of John by Douglas Stewart. It was published May 21st. Is the heartbreaking story of a young man's return home and how the bounds of family life are torn by the weight of expectation. And this was also in my possible, so I've had put my name on the reservation list for quite a while. It says 6 weeks out, and I also have my name for the physical book, so whatever comes first, we'll read that. Then a book called All Them Dogs by Jamel White. This was published March 26th. By turns savage, thrilling, and unexpectedly tender, All Them Dogs is a gripping story of violence, lust, and greed that explores one man's struggles to find his place in an unsparing world. I do not have my hands on this. Maybe my library will eventually. Then last book, The Vivisectors by Missouri Williams, published May 21st. Coursing with icy suspense and rendered with violent precision, the Vivisectors is a new kind of love story for a broken era. I do not have my hands on this either. So, if we count, there's 13 books that were nominated on this long list, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have my names on reservation list for 7. The shortlist will be announced September 22nd, and the winner November 9. Now, hopefully I can read everything before the shortlist is announced. I have no clue if it will happen, because let's see, for the ebooks, the earliest I could get my hands on a book is in 6 weeks. Then we have 16, 26, and 26 weeks. So I don't know. I have no clue. We'll see. But anyways, I will update you once I've read a couple of books, and before the shortlist, if I do have read some books, I will say what I think will maybe be nominated on the shortlist. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye!